My name is Ngozi Ibe. So I'm here to tell my own side of the story. I'm here to tell my own story. I'm one person that believes that everybody has a story to tell. Like, no matter how we carry our facade, how we want to act all prim and proper, we do have a story to tell. And that's what I'm here for today, to tell my story, to tell my own side of the story. I've always believed, I've always had a dream. I've always been a dreamer. Like, I've always believed that I was born to change the world. Like, I've always had this dreamer mentality. Like I'm here for something. Like, I'm here to cause a change. Like, I'm here to impact, to impart. Like, I've always believed that I'm going to change the world. So my part of the story started after I left secondary school, during the JAMB periods. Like, I've written JAMB, I wrote JAMB, I wrote again till it was frustrating and annoying. But finally, I got into Madonna, studying my dream course, medicine and surgery. Like, it was like the happiest times of my life. Like, getting into Madonna, studying medicine and surgery. Like, I remember those days, the people I met, the strong people, strong Madonna girls. Hey, like, you're not a strong person till you've been enclosed in a private school and all your freedom taken away for you. Then you know what it means to be a strong person, yeah? So those were one of my best times, because number one, I could see my dream evolving. I could see my dream becoming a reality. So when you're at the verge, or when you're at the seat of where your dreams are becoming reality, it's such an ecstatic thing. Like, it was the happiest times, like the best times of my life. So I got there. I had my wins, I had my losses, I had my lows, I had my highs, I had my ups, I had my downs. But altogether, it was a beautiful experience. So it was a beautiful experience until we had issues with accreditation, and then I had to leave. Like, I was living with the excitement that, okay, I was going to get into Belarus. I was going to go and continue studying medicine and surgery, of course. So I left with that hope. So leaving was not such a big deal. Leaving Madonna was not such a big deal. But little did I know that when I left, it was going to be another journey again on its own. So I left Madonna. I started working out things, got admission into Belarus, one of the university. Can't even remember the name anymore. And then started working my papers. I was in and out of Abuja. I started working on it till it got to the last lap. Yeah. So by the time I got to the embassy, my original copy of the admission letter just came in, but it was sent straight to Jos. And then while I was in Abuja, the letter was in Jos. While I was presenting myself to the embassy and say, okay, I have it, but the original copy which they were supposed to see and stamp on. And the woman there was like, okay, everything is okay, everything is complete, everything is good. But the issues now we have is the original copy. All you have to do, simple thing, go back to the school, write to them to backdate your trip, because if she had stamped it the next day, I should be leaving. Tell them to backdate it, and then we'll continue from there. I was like, yeah, okay. It was heartbreaking because it was heartbreaking. So by the time I said, oh, fine, I'm going to call my dad, okay. Hi, hello daddy, see, this is what's up. Everything is complete. I just need the school to backdate and tell me that they are no more receiving, they're going to backdate my trip day so that they can stamp on that original copy. So with that few days, I can get the original copy sent to me and then I'll take it to the embassy. At that point, my dad was fed up. So he, on his part, was looking for the smallest thing to say, okay, we're not doing this again. And so when he said, Ngozi, forget about it. You're not going to Belarus. Leave it. That was the hardest part of my life. Like, that was the most heartbreak I ever received in my life. Funny how people's heartbreaks are boyfriend and the rest of it, but that was my heartbreak. I was broken. You know when you've reached your dreams, you are seeing it, you're seeing it unfold, and all of a sudden they say, sorry, you can't have it again. I was heartbroken. From the embassy back to where I was staying in Abuja, I cried. I went back. When I got to the house, I've consoled myself. I told myself, no, okay, what am I going to do now? What next am I going to do? This is me, this is my dreams. Like, I'm just a stretch away from it, and then it was cut off. It was devastating. It was crazy. When I went home back to Jos, I was sad. I was depressed. I was isolated. Like, I went into myself. Nothing has ever broken my heart. Nothing has ever stopped me like that. I asked myself many questions, like, what am I here for if I cannot achieve my dreams? What am I here for if I cannot reach my dream? Like, what's the point? You know, people call it bluff when you hear people say, suicidal thoughts, suicidal, somebody is being suicidal, somebody is depressed. I beg, is he even 18? We know how to downsize people's emotions, especially in Nigeria. You are talking of that one. What of people that have not eaten since morning? That was my pain. That was my story. Like, I was the only one going through it. In fact, I felt like it was only me in this pain. I started thinking of suicidal thoughts. I started thinking of, I was withdrawn. I shrunk. In fact, I didn't even shrink. Like, I think I was even overweight. I was overweight. Like, if you see me, you will not believe my 10 years ago picture. I was overweight. Not because I was fine, because something was wrong with me. You know, in school, they taught us how to find X and how to find Y, how to use the almighty formula, you know, BAC plus this is X squared, simple formula. They taught us how to find what is a figure of speech, what is an irony, what is a metaphor, what is blah blah blah. But nobody ever taught us, like, there's going to be real life situations where you're going to be knocked out of your feet. There's going to be real life situations where you're going to lose someone dear to you. There's going to be real life situations where you're going to be hurt. There's going to be real life situations where you're going to be disappointed. Before I even got into Madonna, I was disappointed for more than 5 times. Writing JAMB over and over and over and over again. Putting different schools over and over and over again. And I asked myself, like, what is all this mess? And then I tasted what it was like for me to be in a medical situation, for me to be at the place of my dream. After testing that, I go back again. It was devastating. So nobody ever taught us that pain is going to come, but what are you going to do to withstand that pain? What are you going to do to get over that pain? What are you going to do to be strong, to keep moving, like to keep fighting? Well, my depressing story, or my story, is the one of starting over again. So many times we get to a point where you say, I can't start again. What will people think? What will people think? But I had to start over again. It's hard. It's one of the most difficult things like I've ever done in my life. Like, to start again. After Madonna, I said, no. I can't go through it again. I can't go through the pain of going to register for JAMB again. I can't go through the pain of going to register JAMB. I said, no. I cannot write JAMB again. But that's the only way. I had to write it again. So sometimes you want to do something and you say, how am I supposed to do it? How can I do it? Just do it afraid. Do it with the tears in your eyes. Do it with the breaks in your heart. Do it. Cry while doing it, yes, but just do it. It was difficult for me. It was painful having to go and register JAMB, feeling like the oldest person there, and then because I'm starting all over again. It was so miserable, so painful. And guess what? I did not get the medicine and surgery again. I got another course, which was another heartbreak again. But this is my story. I'm still at that point where I'm starting again. I'm still at that point where every day is fresh. Every day I'm starting again. I'm now a believer that you can never get to a point where you say, no, I cannot unlearn. I've gotten to the point where I've unlearned, I've relearned, and I'm still learning about life. I'm still learning about pain, about getting out of it. I'm still at that point where I'm learning that I should not run away from the pains. I should let it seep through me. Even if I have to do it crying, even if I have to do it dragging my feet, I'll keep doing it. I'll keep showing up. I'll keep being present. I'll keep trying. I'll keep taking one step every day, till I get my 1,000 steps. So this is a story of starting over. Don't think you can't start over again. You sure can start over. You can start over. No matter the pain that you feel, you can start over. You can let your dreams come true. Your dreams are still valid. Your dreams are still valid. So I'm saying this, and I'm also saying it to myself. Like, my dreams are valid. And I still believe. I'm still on that journey. And I still believe I'm going to change the world.